Back here on Flow Hoops, Cole Pavelio and TJ Vela alongside you for the women's matchup between the TLU Bulldogs and the Austin College Roos. Right here on Flow Hoops, the Roos enter with a record of 11-8, 8-2 in SCAC play. The Bulldogs 14-5 and 9-1 in SCAC play. And both these teams on a winning streak. Bulldogs looking to make it 2 in a row. The Roos looking to make it 7. TJ, we've got another senior day matchup here in Memorial Gymnasium in Seguin, Texas. Almost said San Antonio. Thinking about the Spurs game that's going on right now. But we're here in Seguin. We've got another tight matchup between two top SCAC opponents.
Yeah, this one matchup here is going to be a very exciting contest. Some of the top teams here in the SCAC. You have Austin College coming in. They were picked to finish 6th in the SCAC at the start of this season. They've shocked everyone here so far this year. 8-2 so far in conference play, but they're going up against a tough opponent in the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. The Bulldogs receiving votes in the top 25 polls. We're surprised they're not ranked in the top 25 quite yet. They played well all season long, and it's going to come to a head here in Memorial Gymnasium. I'm excited for this one.
The starting five for Coach Olivia Hunt in the Roos. Brooklyn Matthews, Avery Miller, Lexi Martin, Taylor Williams, and Trinity Williams rounding out the starting five. Looking at Coach Troy Patterson's lineup, Calista Perez, Hannah Gallegos, Lauren Sansano, Sarahi Jones, and Emerald St. Laurent. Rounding out the lineup for the Bulldogs, Sarahi Jones to take the tip alongside Trinity Williams. For the Roos, we're just about set to get underway here from Memorial Gymnasium. Little, almost right on time at 6:30. Bulldogs moving right to left to start. The Roos moving left to right. The Roos in the black jerseys, gold numbers and gold lettering. Bulldogs white jerseys, black stripes, black numbers, and gold accent. Tip goes the way of the Bulldogs. Sansano at the point guard position for the Bulldogs to start things off. Goes atop the screen of St. Laurent. And an early travel violation for the Bulldogs.
That's something you don't see typically too often there. A traveling violation from Lauren Sansano, the senior. She's normally sure-handed with the ball.
Roos now going the other way. Ball with Trinity Williams. Can't even say T. Williams to differentiate between the two. They're both T. Williams. From two different TAMs. Rebound pulled down now by Miller and blocks sent away. And a foul called. It actually was just a block out of bounds. Thought I heard a whistle inadvertently. Inbound to Trinity Williams. Goes around the horn to Taylor Williams. Now Trinity backing down the Bulldogs. Sansano. The Roos take the first lead.
Yeah, Williams there just using her body to get great position in the post and making a great play off the glass.
Gallegos now to Jones. Finds Perez on the wing extended. Back to Sansano. Sansano driving towards the sideline, guarded heavily by Williams. Still trying to find a lane. 5 on the shot clock. Sansano kicks it back out to St. Laurent. 1 on the shot clock. There's the violation. A costly turnover early on for Coach Patterson's team.
And right now, this Roos defense, they're playing passionately. They're locking up the 3-time All-SCAC point guard in Lauren Sansano. If you do that, you're putting handcuffs on this Bulldog offense.
Coach Patterson in his 5th season, entering this season 74-32 over the past 4 seasons, including a 49-15 SCAC record. 3 taken and finds nothing but strings for Martin.
And right there, wide open and finding nothing but the bottom of the net. A 5-0 run here to start for the Roos.
Spot 3 found nothing but strings. Bulldogs looking to answer back. Kick it out to Sansano. Sansano, a top point guard, as you mentioned. Nothing going as she drives in, finds Gallegos, who gets through contact and converts the layup. An and one opportunity early on for Hannah Gallegos.
And that's such a big bucket there for the Bulldogs, who have been struggling offensively in their past few possessions. Gallegos goes in strong, makes the play, and now an opportunity for the and one.
A redshirt senior from Harlan. And San Antonio converts the three-point play. Averages 5.2 a game. Has 3 to her name early on here. Kangaroos finds Williams in the corner, drives baseline. They work it back to Williams after the loose ball. They find Martin, spot 3, far iron, clangs away. She gets her own rebound. Does she throw it off the Bulldogs? She does not. Will stay with the Bulldogs after the long bound away off the iron. Jones to Perez on the wing, guarded heavily by Martin. Feeds into St. Laurent. Trying to create some space. 10 on the shot clock. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Stays with the Bulldogs.
Great defense there, just making sure that if you're going to the baseline like that, you're not going to have any opportunity, and Brooklyn Matthews did exactly that.
St. Laurent from the Woodlands was the one who had the ball before it went out of bounds. A dangerous pass finds Sansano. 3 spot taking, clangs around and can't find the bottom of the net for Jones. Martin now going the other way, hands it off to Williams. Williams to Williams connection. Feeds it into the post. Now loose ball going the other way with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have numbers, kicks it out to Jones. Spot jumper and the foul drawn. 2 shots coming up for Sarahi Jones, the 6-foot senior forward.
And what a great job there by Gallegos in the fast break transition, finding Jones there on the outside, and Jones doing a good job of getting that foul called and just settling it through the floor.
Daviana Jones checking in for Emerald St. Laurent. Jones from Stevens High School, Northside ISD. First shot from Sarahi Jones, converted. A 91% free throw shooter. She makes them both. Makes it a 5-5 game between the Bulldogs and the Roos here. The women's basketball game between Austin College and TLU. The men's game went the way of the Roos after the Bulldogs had a hot start in the first half. Then it was all Roos for the 75% time of the game.
And a big three. A big part of that Roos game was the three-point shot, and right now it's working well for the women's team.
We'll see how well they can do it today. On the season average, just 31%. The Bulldogs on the flip side, just about 30%. Nice layup through contact for Perez.
Yeah, more so what the Roos are known for is defense, only giving up 54 points per game. There's a backcourt violation there. We'll give the ball back to the Bulldogs.
We saw the men's deal with turnovers and not making smart possessions of the ball. Now we'll have to see if the Bulldogs capitalize on costly turnovers of the Roos.
Yeah, turnovers in a game like this with 2 highly contested teams are just something you cannot have.
Perez trying to find a lane, has to kick it to Sansano. Sansano, a little floater, finds the strings.
So when Sansano's starting the offense as a point guard, she hasn't been able to find the openness. Right there, she doesn't start with the ball, able to find herself slick with a little bit of an opening and make the bucket.
Good combo guard. Sansano is what I'm hearing from you. To play on ball or off ball, Sansano can do it all. Spot 3 for Martin, finds the right side of the iron. It clangs out of bounds after a couple of bounces.
And Martin so far missed 2 threes already today. She's the team leading scorer with 10.9 points per game, and she'll let it fly from beyond the arc hole. She's currently sitting at 6th in the SCAC in terms of three-point percentage.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. We'll have to see if Lexi Martin can convert some more threes as the game continues on.
I hope not.
Jones drives in, and she gets called for the travel, and the ball insultingly goes off her head after the travel was called. Martin to Miller. Miller will walk it up. Sansano guarding her. Martin now cutting towards the corner where she's been taking some threes already. Williams finds Martin in that corner. Screen set by Williams. Martin cuts in a little over the head. Hook shot, no good. Bulldogs trying to push the pace. Perez. Jones, too short. Rebound taken by Potts. Ruse going the other way. Martin, corner, three. Too short again. Fast break opportunity. Sansano clears it and misses it just a hair away. Sansano still diving to the ground, trying to keep it alive. Ruse going the other way.
Great hustle for both teams.
Martin loves that corner three. Opportunity here for Potts and puts it in.
And Potts just wide open in the post. Great job there by Miller finding her.
10-9, 4 minutes to go here in quarter number one between the Roos and the Bulldogs. Sansano trying to create space. Hands it off to Gallegos. Jones now cutting towards the nail. Jumper, no good. Pulled down by Perez. Second chance opportunity, good.
Edda's getting in there, getting that rebound. Only 5'4" the junior is, but she went up high, pointed that one, and brought it back down for the second chance point.
Miller now walking it up for the Roos. Martin going to the corner off ball once more. They kick it to her. Screen set by Williams. Martin kicks it to Miller. Miller drives key. No good. Rebound pulled down by Jones. Hands it off to Sansano. Sansano now walking it up. 11-10 the score at the 3:10 mark. 15 on the shot clock. Bulldogs trying to create some space against the man defense of the Roos. Gallegos being hounded. Turnover forced by Williams. And Miller going the other way. Fast break opportunity. Picks up the dribble, kicks it to Williams. Williams drives in and foul called against Sansano. An immediate timeout on the floor, and we'll take it along with them. 11-10 the score. Bulldogs lead at the 2:44 mark here from Memorial Gymnasium. Just about set to be back to action here in quarter one between the Roos and the Bulldogs. Tightly contested through 7.5 here at Memorial Gymnasium in Seguin, Texas, on the campus of TLU. The Bulldogs just 1 point ahead early on.
And here in the first 7 minutes, Cole, it's been an interesting contest so far. The stars for both teams, the Millers, the Martins, the Sansanos of both teams, haven't really been too effective. It's been a good contest of the stars containing each star, but the bench players, the role players, they've been the ones stepping up. The Pettises of the world, the Williams of the world, the Potts of the world, they're doing a really good job of filling in where their stars aren't.
As you say, Maya Dodson to inbound for the Roos. Finds Potts. They swing it around the horn and feed it into the post. Back out to Dodson. And turnover forced by Theresa Brisky, the guard. Checked in from Los Fresnos. Perez handed off by Sansano. They find Brisky. Back to Sansano at the top of the key. Trying to lose her defender. What a pass to Perez. Kicks it back out though. Pull down the shot. right for Agel from Steele.
That sophomore out of Cibolo with a great fake right there. Pulls up with the one dribble. Green mode.
Green light for Agel on the shot. And a foul called against Callista Perez, the junior from San Antonio.
And Perez just reaching in a little too far there. These refs, similar to the men's game, have been letting them play so far, but down a little too egregious.
Dotson now on ball. Williams, three from top of the arc. No good. Finds bike iron instead. Bulldogs going the other way. Back to Sansano, far sideline. Cuts baseline. Kicks it to the corner. Now to Brisky. Three, too short. Dotson pulls it down, finds Martin. Will bring up the ball into the half court. Smith, a foul called on Smith. Offensive foul results in a turnover.
Yeah, right there, just trying to set the screen, not able to do so, get her feet set. That's going to give the ball back to the Bulldogs.
Sansano shaking that out for favor of Jaden Trevino from Austin Akins. And she will hand it off to Noelani Agel, the native of Cibolo, trying to get by her defender. Smith, wide open three. Trevino finds nothing.
First shot of the afternoon for her, just a little off there. She'll have to give her the opportunity to get her legs set, get into the game.
Inbound will be from Dotson from Durant, Oklahoma. The 5'8" sophomore hands it off to Martin, who gives it straight back to Dotson. Now wide open three for Kaylee Smith on the far wing, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brisky.
Beautiful job boxing out there by Brisky to get that rebound.
Agel now going the other way with the mismatched shoes, one yellow, one black. On her day where she's helping honor 5 seniors on the women's team. Brisky, just a freshman, 5 on the shot clock. Travel violation for the freshman.
And right there, the freshman realized the shot clock was going down. I think that kind of just got her to hesitate a little bit and led to the traveling violation.
Ruse now walking it up, keeping a slow pace here to end the first quarter. Under 30 left. Shot clock, game clock, about a second difference. Ruse will hold it for the last possession here in the first quarter. Avery Miller drives baseline off the key, and it goes last off of Avery Miller. So Bulldogs will get one more possession here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's stuff that drives head coaches crazy. You have the ball, you're going to get the last shot, and then you drive in and turn it over. That's just something you can't do.
8 seconds. Bulldogs, one last shot opportunity. Here, Agel takes it, clanks off the near iron. Heave taken by Miller, almost goes in. Bulldogs lead 13-10 after the first 10 minutes right here on Flow Hoops. A lot more basketball ahead from Memorial Gymnasium. As Outcast plays from the speakers, we're just about set for second quarter action. Bulldogs lead it 13-10 through the first 10 here on Flow Hoops. Cole Pavelio and TJ Vela alongside you for the next 30 minutes of game time.
Oh, yeah, we get together, and right now as we get together here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs leading in the paint, 8 points to 4. That's going to be something to continue doing if they want to win this game.
Interesting enough, when you look at the heights between these two teams, the Roos actually have more players over the 6-foot mark. So far, they haven't shown up in the stat sheet, though. Michelle trying to find a lane, but gets called for the travel as she gets the feet entangled.
And the Roos doing a nice job of staying in front of the offensive players for the Bulldogs. They're letting them drive, but then they pick up their dribble. They stay right in front of them. Don't allow them anywhere to go. That's leading to these turnovers.
Avery Miller on ball, cuts straight to the paint. Too strong of a pass for Matthews to handle. Corner three for Taylor Williams. Rims out. Bulldogs going the other way. Three taken for Trevino. Wide right. Second chance opportunity. No good for Jones. And foul called on Callista Perez.
Yeah, you always say when those fouls are 98 feet away from the basket. And right there, Perez, her second of the evening.
Brings Hannah Gallegos in. Looks like Lauren Sansana will check in at the next horn. Roos trying to find a passing lane. Williams, top of the key, opts to pass it down to the lane for Matthews. Matthews, the nice footwork, finds an open opportunity and connects.
Yeah, Matthews going inside, then right back out, putting it right off the glass for a good two.
Gallegos, guard heavily by Williams. Tried to find a cutting Bulldog, but opted to go for Jones, who was in the post. Foul on Brooklyn Matthews from Conroe, Texas. The 6'2 senior for the Roos.
Daviana Jones getting Matthews to get that foul. They're pushing and shoving in there. It's a really tight contest in the paint.
Inbound by Gallegos. They work it around to Jones. Hands it off back to Gallegos. 15 on the shot clock. Back to Jones. Wing extended. Hands it off to Sansano. Sansano drives towards the corner. Passes out to Gallegos. Gallegos. Pass to the post. 5 on the shot clock. Reverse layup. No good for Jones.
Love the idea there. Just got to finish next time.
Now Miller kicks it out to Williams. 3 comes up short. Follow-up goes out of bounds on the Roos. Last off of Williams in the 3. 13-12 game.
Williams really taking that shot. I mean, she's been wide open. If you're the Bulldogs, you got to guard her. She's going to start hitting them eventually.
Gallegos. Bulldogs find Sansano. Corner 3. Nothing but Sansano threes are raining.
It was not a matter of if, but a matter of when Lauren Santana was going to hit from 3, and right now she gets her first. Hopefully that starts a trend for the Bulldogs.
Roos. Hand it off to Matthews in the paint. Kicking out to Martin. Back to Williams, top of the key. Williams, Martin, 3. Far too strong.
Martin 0 for 5 from the field. Uncharacteristic shooting so far here in the first half.
Jones, top of the arc. Soft pass to Jones. Jones, Sansano, corner. Drives towards the free throw line. Pushes it back out, 10 on the shot clock. Now with Agel. Drives into the paint and block party by Miller and Matthews.
And again, another example there, staying in front of the dribbler. They're doing a really good job of it for the Roos. They just didn't get the ball on the turnover with that.
Inbound to be taken by Gallegos. Top heave to Jones, who comes up empty with it. Sansano tracking back to guard Miller, and it's 2-on-1. And Williams completes the fast break, makes it a 2-point game, 16-14 here at the under 7 mark in the second quarter. Jones straight up at the face of Williams, fakes the 3, pulls it down, kicks it out to Sansano. Sansano drives baseline, forces it out to Agel. Back in the post with Jones, 2-on-1. Jones fadeaway, no good. Try the classic Nowitzki fadeaway with a hint of Duncan action off the bank, no good. Now driving to the paint, kissing it off the glass is Miller. Evens it up at 16 all.
And they're doing a good job of when they attack, they're avoiding the defender coming over, trying to draw the charge. The Roos right now taking advantage of the lack of defensive imagination from the Bulldogs.
Agel cuts across the key, goes baseline and forced turnover by Avery Miller, and actually stays jump ball with the Bulldogs.
Right now, the Roos playing defense passionately. We talked about how they're leading the conference in terms of defensive points per game, allowing only 58 points. Right now, they're proving it here.
Coach Troy Patterson giving it to one of the refs. And has been a historic run for Coach Patterson. 5 on the shot clock. Jones in the post, backing down Williams. Little baby hook, and it converts. 18-16. Thanks to the Jones hook shot.
Sadahi Jones, the two-sport athlete, also plays volleyball in the fall. Doing a good job of getting up and over the defender there to make that two.
Trinity Williams. The Williams connection to Williams, drives to the post, kicks it out to Martin. Martin through. First non-three taken is no good. Was wide left. Now Sansano going the other way, directing traffic. Gets it to Jones at the top of the arc. Set post. And Jones just manages to get the broken up pass. Three. Taking nothing but strings for Gallegos. 21-16 for the redshirt senior.
Had the and one in the first quarter, gets the big three there.
Williams to Martin again. Resets to Martin at the top of the arc. Williams connection once more. Williams drives in, layup good. 21-18. Bulldogs walking it up now. Jones guarded by Williams, hands it off to Agel. Sansano make that guy goes to the corner, guard heavily by Dodson. Foul called. And it will be Gallegos going to the line. That brings us to our timeout here in the second quarter. Bulldogs lead it by 3, 21-18, right here on Flow Hoops.
Ready?
TLU men's basketball team. And you're watching Old Dog with New Tricks.
Senior Day festivities continuing here on Flow Hoops as the Bulldogs honoring their 5 women basketball seniors. The 5 men and 5 women both honored between the men's and women's games. And TJ, you've had your own senior day before. How difficult is it to play on your senior day and stay composed on a day like today?
It really is a difficult day to play, I think. It's one of the more challenging days just because you have your family there, you're having this ceremony, whether it be pregame or postgame, and it's one of those things you don't want to lose. You want to go out on top on your senior day, so it's a highly emotional day, no doubt, but it's one where the team that can check those emotions best comes to play and comes to win.
Hannah Gallegos taking some free throws on her senior day, misses the first. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Bulldogs, they've got Dallas on the 8th, then they've got number 4 St. Thomas on the 13th, their next 2 games. And that will be at St. Thomas the day before Valentine's Day. Now the Roos on ball. Strong screen set by Williams. Williams in the corner now. Kicks it out to Williams at the top of the key. Martin feeds it into the post with Potts. Potts to Williams in the corner. Drives to the paint. The little floater bounces a few times and finds the strings.
And what's worrying me here, Cole, is that it's a 2-point game. Their best score for the Roos offensively is 0 for 7, and everyone else is picking it up and keeping it close for the against the Bulldogs.
Jones, guarded heavily by Williams, finds Jones in the post, and a foul called, this time on Emma Potts.
And why that worries me is because what happens when Miller starts going off for the Roos? That's going to be something the Bulldogs need to keep in mind as they continue these offensive trips down.
Just getting the on-court personnel situated, the refs now ready to start action once more. Gallegos doing the inbound duties. Little inbound play straight to Agel, fights through some defenders and it rims out. Unlucky there for Noelani Agel. Found just about everything but the bottom of the bucket. 3 taken, Dotson finds it. And Roos have the 23-22 lead now.
Her first bucket of the day, a step back 3. Good shooting.
Jones hands it off for a 3, straight to the hands of Hannah Gallegos.
It's a 10v10 battle out there. You see the 3 by Dotson, and Gallegos says, I can do it too.
And Dotson on Gallegos right now. The 10v10 matchup. A little bit of an ISO going on. And Dotson resets it to Williams. Smith hands it down to Matthews in the post, and some nice post moves. Ties it up once more.
Going up with the left hand on that one, Cole.
Sansano been rather quiet here early on. Gets it to Jones, guarded by Williams. Sansano fakes the screen. Jones drives baseline, kicks it to Agel, and now no good from Jones in the post. Johnson working it slowly up. Now guarded by Agel. Williams fakes the 3, pulls it down, tries to kick it to the corner. Now going the other way, Gallegos kicks it off her foot, and it actually last goes off of Trinity Williams, who tried to handle it before it went out of bounds. So lucky turn of events for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, smile from Williams there. She's like, oh man, if I would have let that one go out of bounds, it would have been our ball.
Yeah, Gallegos dribbled it off her foot, became a foot race, and then Trinity Williams tried to pick it up like a bobbling football and just managed to kick it out of bounds herself. Ball back with Sansano now. Shot clock at 24. Trying to back down Kinley Smith. Sansano kicks it to Agel. Agel fakes the cross step. Kicks it, corner, Gallegos, 3. Heat check.
When you're hot, and right now Gallegos is fuego.
And fuego indeed for Gallegos. Bulldogs need to continue to find the hot hand as they continue to build a small lead right now. 28-25, now Gallegos, and the Bulldogs force a turnover. Gallegos, breakaway, and it continues for Gallegos. Gallegos is golden here on senior day so far. Dotson now the other way. First Gallegos, the 10v10, Dotson, no good. Rebound the other way for the Bulldogs. Sansano, Jones, top of the arc, wide open, nothing missing for the Bulldogs.
This is what the Roos didn't want. You can't let the Bulldogs get hot, especially from behind the arc. And right now, with less than a minute to go, the Bulldogs are on fire.
Corner, 3 pull down, hop step, Smith cuts into the deficit, makes it 33-27. And Roos looking to keep it a small deficit as they get ready to head into halftime. About 30 left on the clock. 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Solis, spot jumper, no good. Gallegos goes to ground, foul called on the court.
Gallegos doing everything right now, making buckets, getting rebounds, getting assists. She's playing amazing here on her senior night.
Avery Miller checking in now. This is a really big game because could create some separation between the Roos and the Bulldogs in the SCAC standings. Just one game difference between the two Sansano to inbound, finds Jones on the inbound play. Spot jumper taken, back iron, no good. Breakaway now for the Roos. Taking it is Miller. Fast break opportunity, no good. Gallegos now the other way. 15 seconds on the shot clock and game clock. Going to ground now is Solis. Breakaway attempt again, and a block by Sarahi Jones.
And not only that, it touched Miller when she was going out of bounds, so the Bulldogs get the ball back.
6 seconds left on the game clock. 33-27. One more opportunity for the Bulldogs to extend the lead. Agel, 5-4, ball goes to ground. Sansano one, last second shot, goes off iron, no good. And both teams head to the locker rooms with a Bulldog lead of 33-27, and just in time to possibly stop a momentum swing for the Bulldogs if you're looking at for the Roos. And we'll be back with second half action right here on Flow Hoops.
Flow Sports has changed the game. We created the essential destination NCAA fans deserve. Together, Flow College and NCAA conferences, institutions, and teams have taken all collegiate sports to the next level.
Oh my goodness!
Back to Jones. She lets it fly from deep, and she buries it. Oh, and a wrap around. He's got some speed down the sideline. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The new collegiate record belongs to Parker Valby.
Looking in front, Stockfish, offload shot,
Smith thinking three. That is crushed.
it's a touchdown!
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they're definitely helpful in deciding what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
Play harder.
And the go-ahead run comes across. Bulldogs on top.
Respect everyone.
Play hard, but play fair.
Cheer for your team, not against the visiting team.
Respect opposing players, coaches, and fans.
This is the SCAC.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
Monica Sidicic here, and you're watching Old Dog with New Tricks. And this week, we are with the TLU volleyball girls. Yeah.
Ready?
TLU men's basketball team. And you're watching Old Dog with New Tricks.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they were definitely helpful in deciding like what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. Like I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from like first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own like space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
Just about set for second half action here in Memorial Gymnasium. Cole Pavelio and TJ Vela alongside you as the Bulldogs lead 33-27. Just about ready for 20 more minutes of basketball right here on Flow Hoops. TJ, looking at the stat sheet, Hannah Gallegos has been golden all evening long. 15 points, 5 of 5 from the field, and doing damage all over the court.
Yeah, she really got hot there at the end of the second quarter, making a bunch of threes, getting rebounds, getting steals. Has really been the all-star of this Bulldogs team so far. Looking here into the second half, you're going to need others to step up, Sansano being one of them. Only 5 points in the first quarter. With her being such a star player for the Bulldogs, I think we'll more than expect her to step it up here in the second half.
Looking at Austin College side of things, they're led by Taylor Williams, 7 points. No rebounds to her name, a team that just has 15 rebounds compared to TLU's 20. We're back here for second half action. Roos to inbound here to start the second half. Avery Miller, pass deflected by Jones. And Gallegos straight back to it, being golden as she handles the loose ball. Ball back behind the back, dribbling now. Lead pass for Perez, works it around to Sansano, kicks it out to St. Laurent. The baseline jumper, no good.
You love the passing there from the Bulldogs offense. Just got to finish at the rim.
Martin quiet in the first half. Had a hard time connecting at all. Was 0 for 6 from the field. Look for her to get hot here in the second half. 21 right there at top of the arc. And there a foul drawn by Avery Miller. She'll have 2 shots. A foul on St. Laurent. One of the 5 seniors today being honored for the women's team. It's Avery Miller at the line. The junior from McKinney, Texas, coming in at 5'8". Averages 8.9 per game. And a 67% free throw shooter. She connects on the first.
And the team's second leading scorer has really kept her team in this one with the absence of Martin going 0 for 6 in the first.
She misses the second. Rebound pulled down by Jones. Hands it off to Sansano, who will walk it up. Guarded by Williams. Kicks it to Jones, top of the arc. Jones trying to dribble past Williams. Goes baseline. Baby hook. No good. St. Laurent pulls the rebound down. Jones mishandles the pass from Sansano. Ball taken back by the Roos. 5-point game, 33-28, 8:38 to go. Shot clock at 20. Williams, free throw line extended. Gets it into the post to Matthews. Ball goes loose. Now with the ball is Perez. Hands it off to Sansano. The layup is in and good.
Just great work there on the 3v1. And it looks like they're going to get the ball back, and they are.
And somehow, even though Sansano gets attacked by the floor monster, still results in an errant pass. Sansano is up and good. Ball with Perez. Gets to Jones at the top of the arc. Sansano now right where she got attacked by the floor monster. Cuts it to Perez to St. Laurent. Baseline extended near side is good.
That's what we saw earlier when they were passing the ball quite well. This time, able to put the ball in the bucket for 2.
Weak pass almost intercepted by Jones. Williams just past the timeline. Hands it off to the other Williams. Guarded heavily by Gallegos. Now with Miller. Miller goes baseline, no good. Pulled down by Perez. Perez trying to push the pace. An offensive foul on Perez as she pushes off of Miller.
And Miller realizes that Perez is not the normal ball handler for the Bulldogs. Just attacks her, gets in front of her, and forces the offensive foul.
Line change for the Roos as 4 new players check in. They've only got what I see 3 on the court right now, but there's some in the corner as well. So they've got 5 in total, but I was about to say they'll be playing 2 players short, and they're already down by 9. Smith works it around to Dotson, now back with Miller. Pass intercepted by Sansano, great eyes. Sansano now sizing up Smith. Kicks it to Jones. Long 2, no good. Off the iron. Strong pass is cut off by Sansano, and Sansano runs into Smith after the great pass deflection once again.
It's a no-fly zone wherever Sansano is, picking the last one off and deflecting that one out of bounds.
I don't know which team needs her more tomorrow, the Seahawks or the Patriots, but she's been great in the passing lanes. And another great defensive possession by the Bulldogs. Agel now had an open lane, cuts it back out to Sansano. St. Laurent sets a screen. Sansano works it around all the way to St. Laurent, top of the key. Now with Jones, Sansano right under the bucket, pulls down the shot, and St. Laurent can't miss the wide open layup. Can't make the wide open layup, that is. Miller, guarded by Gallegos. Williams cuts across the key and drives baseline and pushes it off the glass and in.
And that's what the Roos needed there, just a bucket just to say, hey, take a deep breath, we got this, let's get the offense back going.
Gallegos hands it off to Jones. Guarded by Potts. Feeds it to Agel. Now with St. Laurent in the post. Trying to back down her defender. Little baby hook, gets a kind rolling in.
That's a great job. They're realizing they can't give up another foul, so they're going to play you a little softer. So put the body into her. St. Laurent makes a great shot.
Miller Guarded by Gallegos, walking it up. Screen set by Potts. Now Smith drives to the free throw line, extended, converts on the jumper. 7-point game, 39-32. Bulldogs lead at 5.5 minutes in the third quarter. Shot clock at 24. Jones running the offense right now. Cuts baseline to Gallegos. And the first bad miss by Gallegos so far. She missed almost everything on that three.
And that was just great defense from Emma Potts there, coming to get in front and just mess up the shot of Gallegos, who was way off with that one.
Ruse inbound. Miller walking it up. Hands it off to Smith. Feeds it into the post of Potts. Three, Dotson, nothing but strings. They sing. Sansano now walking it up. 39-35 at the 4:42 mark. Sansano in the post. Pass broken up by Smith. Miller now going the other way. Guarded by Gallegos. Potts to set the screen. Gallegos goes over the top. Steal attempt, but nice layup is good by Kaylee Smith.
And the Roos with a little mini rally here has gotten them back within 2.
Sansano trying to break down Miller. Hands it off to Jones. Tries to find a cutting Agel, but lasts off of Dotson, they say. That will bring us to the media timeout. And the Bulldogs lead it by 2 now. 39-37 at the 4:03 mark here on Flow Hoops. Bounce set for action.
Hannah's next basket, that'll be her career high.
And Hannah's next basket will be her career high, as we are informed. She's been golden all game long.
Talk about playing out of your mind on senior night right there. Gallegos doing exactly that.
Averages just 5.2 points per game. Having a career day right now.
A very even matchup across all the points categories. One thing that it doesn't show are the rallies, the momentum swings, and both teams have had them. In the second quarter, it was the Bulldogs, and right now, it's the Roos.
Gallegos with the ball, looking for a career bucket. Goes over the top of the St. Laurent screen. 5 on the shot clock. Double team for St. Laurent. Baby hook, no good. Kept alive by Agel. Ball ends up with the Roos. Miller walking it up. Goes over the screen of Potts. Finds Dotson. The deep 3 is good in the corner. The Roos take the 40-39 lead.
And Dotson, another 3 from her. Catch and shoot from behind the arc. She's been good at it.
Agel cuts towards the lane. Finds 2 defenders. Hands it off to Gallegos. Looking for the career bucket. Can't get it there. Dotson now going the other way. Finds a cutting Smith. Finds a defensive Sansano for the 3 from Dotson. Goes off the right iron. Agel now going quickly the other way. Sansano. 2:50 on the clock. 3 for Agel in the corner. Count it.
Agel's been quiet today so far, but a big shot there to put her team back up.
42-40 the score at the 2:40 mark. Very tightly contested game here on senior day for the Bulldogs. Potts gets it into the post. Campbell guarded heavily by St. Laurent. And Campbell comes up empty on the little baby hook. Sansano pushed off ball a bit. They're saying it's last off of Dotson. And checking in is Sarahi Jones. Checking in for Emerald St. Laurent. Sansano to inbound. Straight back to her. Dispossessed a little bit, but gathers it again. And the foul, drawing the and one is Sansano.
She's been doing it all game, driving in, doing a great job, and that time there initiates the contact. The defender wasn't set, and she puts it in and now has an opportunity for the and one.
Coach Hunt thought it should have been a charge on Sansano, but three-point play here. Opportunity. Sansano makes the lead 5. 45-40. Just about at the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ball with Smith. Goes over the screen, cuts into the lane, kicks it out to Potts. Back to Smith, wide right. Pulled down by Jones. Bulldogs going the other way. Sansano running the point. Trying to break down Smith with a dribble move. Draws contact in the air. Layup no good, but 2 more shots coming up for Sansano.
And Sansano right now going back to her bread and butter, getting the fake on with the jab move and then driving in with her right hand. And 2 opportunities now in the 2 different possessions, drawing the foul with that right hand.
Looks like it knocked her knee brace just a little bit loose. She had to take a minute to readjust the knee brace before taking her 2 shots.
As a former offensive lineman, Cole, I know how hard those knee braces can be to sometimes control, especially as the game wears on.
Sansano makes the first one. Someone who's dealing with a knee brace right now in the Winter Olympics, Lindsey Vaughn, after tearing her ACL just last Friday, now competing in the downhill in the Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina, and talk about some determination to keep continuing at the age of 41. Lindsey Vaughn in another Olympic Games.
No kidding, because what do you have left to prove at that point? You're a legend since 20 years ago.
She says it's fully 100% ruptured, and a lot of people have been saying, oh no, some of it's not ruptured, but she's confirmed it's 100% ruptured. As the Bulldogs lead it 47-40 at the 1:15 mark here in the third. Williams drives in, gets over the top of Jones, and converts.
And just a simple drive right there. Neither team really wants to foul, especially on these drivers. They want to save these fouls for the next quarter, and so right there, a simple make for Jones.
Gallego still looking for that golden bucket for a career high. Tries to back down Williams, try to draw a foul, no good. Dotson going the other way to Williams. Arc extended. Williams trying to create some space with a dribble move, and Agel draws the foul on the push-off. As Tyler Williams called for the foul. Now Coach Hunt having a word with one of the referees about what the foul was on, and I believe it was on the push-off.
Yeah, she didn't see it herself, but the ref saw it clear as day.
Gallegos still looking for that golden bucket. Jones stuck in the corner. Guarded by Williams. Drives baseline, finds some room. Backs down into the post as Gel. 5 on the shot clock. Sansano stuck at the post, at the block. Fights for a shot and nothing, and forces a jump ball. And Sansano forced away.
And we're going to review that one.
We're going to look at that one, and it'll be Taylor Williams being looked at here on the foul, possibly being upgraded. First, the refs will talk it over if they think that's any need for a violent act.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab like protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of like hands-on where I'm like speaking with the patients about how they feel. And so I feel like it's a lot of like one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm gonna go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's gonna walk through the door and what their problem's gonna be, and that I get to be the one that tells them like, hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
Push, if there's a flagrant, you're going to give the opportunity for the Bulldogs to go to the line, get some extra points.
And the review is done now. We're just waiting on the call, and Williams really was clearing space with her elbows.
No foul. Nothing egregious.
So Taylor Williams gets off easy. Really was just tough basketball, and Sansano, I think, lost her footing more than anything. Just started backpedaling to try and catch herself. Results in a jump ball, and Bulldog ball nonetheless. Sansano to inbound. Feeds it to the post. Gallegos, the golden three, no good. Still searching for it. Ruse, heave, no good by Dotson. And we head to the final frame. Final 10 minutes coming up as the Bulldogs lead 47-42 right here on Flow Hoops.
Ready?
TLU men's basketball team. And you're watching Old Dog with New Tricks.
Ten minutes to go here on Senior Day, and the Bulldogs lead it by 5, being led by Hannah Gallegos, still looking for her career bucket.
And look at the stats here, Cole. It's these turnovers from the Bulldogs that are really hurting them and allowing Austin College to stay in this game. 15 turnovers for the Bulldogs. You can't do that. I mean, we know how good this Bulldog offense is, but right now, they're unable to hold the ball, and that's leading to these opportunities for the Roos to score.
Gallegos out there right now to start the fourth quarter. Just a hair short of a career high right now. Avery Miller to start at the point for the Roos here in the fourth quarter. Drives to the paint. Gallegos guarding her. A nice fancy footwork move by Miller to get by Gallegos.
And no one in front of her after the pivot move. Great job by her.
Jones and the Bulldogs slowing things down now. Jones to Jones. Jones driving in, baseline block by Potts. Most importantly, it results in a Roos basketball. 47-44, 9:30 left. Martin been quiet all game long, and right now, be a great time for her to heat up for the Roos. Dotson driving in, little floater, jump shot no good, put back, finds Bank.
It's almost like having Martin out there was almost like a decoy, Cole, and it's allowing Miller to really stay open. They don't have many people on her because of the threat of Martin out in the wing.
Jones, top of the arc. Agel now straight there, finds a cutting Jones, no good. Jones grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Jones, baseline 2, good.
Heated that bucket if you're a Bulldog fan. With how the Roos are playing offensively so far to start the fourth. Had to have that. Had to have that too.
Sansano strips away Martin. The fast break makes it 51-46.
It's all-star and all-star with that matchup, and Sansano wins that one.
Two getting ready to check in for the Bulldogs. Potts swatted away by Jones.
Her fourth block of the day. Oh my goodness.
Sansano slowing things down. Guarded heavily by Miller. Jones now with the ball, hands it off to Gallegos. Blocked by Miller, and Sansano make that. Gallegos coming up slow. Back up bucket by the Roos, and now attention turns towards Gallegos, who's still coming up a bit short. A timeout called by Coach Troy Patterson. And Gallegos will likely get checked out as she came up a little short after that block shot. And just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. 3-point game, 51-48. Not a lot between these two teams. After 33 minutes, and it seems like it's been back and forth all game long.
Yeah, this is the matchup that we expected here today, Cole. It's going to be a highly contested matchup with two great offenses that know how to play very good defense. And both teams today proving that so far. They're proving why they're at the top of their division in the SCAC. It's unfortunate that four of the best teams in the SCAC are all in the same division because only the top three teams can make it. The Bulldogs and the Roos both looking to be some of those top three teams. But right now, this is going to be one of those matchups that determines it, obviously.
Truthfully, I believe this game has been a bit more in favor of Austin College. You look at how Austin College plays. They don't score a whole lot, but they don't allow a lot either. Average about 60 points a game and allowed right around 54. Really not playing to the Bulldogs' favor right now. Average 72 and have a 12-point deficit typically, as they only hold their opponents to 60 in just a 3-point game, much more favorable to how Austin College plays it.
And again, if Martin gets hot, that's going to be what the Roos need, I think, to go up in this contest.
Jones directing traffic. Jones, wing three, rolls off the rim and in.
It's exactly what you want coming out of a timeout if you're Coach Patterson.
First three of the day for Daviani Jones. Miller hands it off to Dotson. Three, answer back, no good. Rebound pulled down by Matthews. Ball stays with the Roos. Foul called on Sansano for his second personal foul. Don't want anyone to get in foul trouble here early on. Miller trying to drive baseline, stopped by Sansano. Bulldogs playing good defense here. 10 on the shot clock. Williams with the ball, feeds it into Matthews. Almost blocked by Jones, but goes off the right rim and that way. Sansano slowing things down.
Great defense there underneath.
Jones directing traffic once more. Ball with Perez now. Drives baseline. Kicks it out to Agel. Out to Daviani Jones, trying to find a cutting Bulldog, but no one was cutting. Perez keeps it alive. Time stopped by the refs.
They're going to say the shot clock shouldn't have changed, so they're probably going to see what the number and what the time should be at the top.
They're actually giving it, as you say, they're just checking what the shot clock was at when it was last off of a Bulldog. So will likely be a bit below 18.
Yeah, probably around maybe the 10-second mark, if anything.
As we're looking at the replay right now, Bulldogs last had it for sure at the 10-second mark, and then it reset at 10. Likely going to be reset more towards the 5-second mark is what I believe it will be.
9 seconds.
So only 9 seconds for the Bulldogs to work with now with possession. And Coach Patterson drawing up a play, using this as an unofficial timeout.
Good
Both
thing
teams.
is good thing is 9 seconds is a lot of time. You can set up a lot offensively, and with all the options you have out there to put points on the board, you can do a lot.
Sansano to inbound. Gets it to Perez, straight back to Sansano. 5 on the shot clock. Sansano bounce pass to Jones, mishandled. They are saying a foul on the floor with 3 seconds left.
They bailed him out right there. The Bulldogs were in trouble. Shot clock violation impending, but the foul gets him out.
And Coach Hunt not happy with the call as that resets the shot clock to 24, the Bulldogs. Sansano inbounding once more. Gets it to Perez, who is mispossessed by Dotson, but handled again by Jones. Back to Perez. Goes over the screen of Jones. Jones, wing 3, pulls it down, cuts baseline, tries to find Jones.
Bails him out
ball
again.
Violation on Matthews this time.
Oh, man. You can hear it. The Roos fans are not happy on this one, Cole.
54-48 at the 6:11 mark. Inbound to Agel. Agel feeds it to Jones in the post, trying to back down Matthews. Kicks it out to the other Jones at the top of the key. Nice crossover move. Blocked by Williams, and they're saying it was a shooting foul.
It's a tough break here defensively. You're the Roos. You're doing everything perfectly, but something just doesn't go your way, and the Bulldogs looking to take advantage here and hopefully get 2 points out of the free throws.
Jones, a 91% free throw shooter. Makes the first off the back of the iron. Bulldogs now resetting who's in rebounding possession, or rebounding position, I should say. Jones makes them both. Extends the lead to 56-48. 8-point lead with 5:55 to go. Miller, guarded by Agel. Wide open 3 for Miller, and goes wide left and finds nothing but air.
That's an uncharacteristic shot right there. You don't see that every day from Miller.
And Coach Hunt giving an earful to the ref on the near sideline. Perez walking it up. Allows Jones to pass it to Jones. Jones drives in, right-handed layup, kisses it off the bank and in.
That's something Jones has been setting up this whole time, trying to find that opening. Once she did, she went to the rim and finished strong.
And timeout called by Coach Hunt. We will take it along with him right here on Flow Hoops. Five and a half minutes till the final buzzer here on Senior Day. Bulldogs lead it by 10, 58-48. As Gallegos has been rather quiet here in the latter half of the second half. Still looking for a career bucket.
It's like ever since we mentioned it, she hasn't been able to put one in, Cole.
I would like to turn the attention toward Bryce Hayes giving us that information.
Yeah,
it
wasn't us.
Was
We
not
didn't know.
us.
He's the one that said it on the broadcast.
As we get the stat sheets, Gallegos still sitting at 15 total points, Sansano at 14, and Sarahi Jones at 11. So 3 Bulldogs in double digits. And Miller will bring the ball up for the Roos. Kicks it to Williams on the wing, guarded by Jones. Back with Miller at top of the arc. Jones guarding in a foul on Daviani Jones. And I think they actually called it on Sansano is what I heard.
Yeah, they did. That's her third personal.
First shot from Miller. Finds the net. Makes the deficit 9 after the first free throw. Makes it 8 after converting both. Agel gives it back to Perez to bring it up. Ruse in a man defense. Sansano, 3, back iron, clangs away. Jones rebound, put back good.
What a rebound there. Finding the ball, high pointing it, one dribble, put it in the rim.
Miller walking the ball up now. Agel guarding her. Feeds it into Matthews in the post. Dotson, corner 3, finds nothing but the strings.
Dotson single-handedly keeping their team in this one.
Sansano walking it up now. Guarded heavily by Williams. Drives to the right. Met by a couple of defenders. Goes for the shot. And a push called. This time on Brooklyn Matthews, the senior from Conroe. 2 shots for Lauren Sansano. Can extend the lead to 9 if she converts both. Makes the lead 8 after the first make. 61-53 at the 4:23 mark. Makes them both. Sansano consistently being impressive all around today. Miller, guarded by Agel at the NCAA logo. Matthews sets the screen, but Miller goes the other way. Kicked ball violation. Stays with the Bulldogs.
Just a late pass there. You can't pass it that deep when you get in.
Saying it's staying with the Ruse now. Williams feeds it to Matthews at the top of the arc. A push call on Daviani Jones now, so a foul on her. Will reset it once again for the Ruse. Matthews straight back to Williams. Williams at the top of the arc after the pass from Dotson. Now the ball with Miller, finds Matthews in the post after the nice pass to Williams in the corner. And the strings sing with the 3.
The 3-point game for the Ruse is alive right now in the 4th.
Sansano walking up at the 3:40 mark. The Bulldogs lead 62-56. Agel driving past Dotson, hop, step, kisses it off the glass with the right hand.
Agel saying, I'll do it myself. I'll go right at the rim, get those 2 points back.
Miller working towards the paint. Jones jumps too early, and Miller misses everything. Put back by Matthews is good. 64-58, 3:10 to go. Williams with the ball, shot clock at 22. Guarded heavily by Matthews. Passes it off to Sansano, sets the screen by Williams. Right-handed layup, no good for Sansano. Tried the Euro and hit the right side of the rim. 2:50 to go. Miller trying to cut into the deficit. Jones, Gardner heavily forces, and Miller travel.
She had that move earlier, worked really well, went up and under. That time there, though, the pivot foot just moved a little bit, and that's what caused the travel call.
2:42 to go, just a 6-point game. Sansano will walk it up and bleed as much time as possible away. Bulldogs will be looking to chew deep into the shot clock. Sansano at 20, right wing, cuts back to the top of the arc. Passes it to Jones, 3, back iron, goes off glass, no good. Jones rebound, push to the ground. Ball stays with the Bulldogs, and will reset the shot clock to 20 at the 2:20 mark. Sansano will inbound it on the inbounds play. Finds Jones in the paint, and jumping too early is Matthews. A shooting foul on Matthews.
So I don't know. I don't think they're calling it a shooting foul, Cole. I think they're saying she didn't eventually go up.
Well, luckily everyone came down safely nonetheless, so
That's the most
A
important
foul
part.
on Matthews, nonetheless. And another inbound by Sansano. Jones trapped in the corner. Shot clock at 15. Williams make that Jones backing down Matthews. A nice left-handed hook off glass. Miller walking it up versus Gel now. 8-point game. Dotson misses everything. May have been a block by Perez, but nonetheless, Dotson missed wide right. And now checking in Lexi Martin, who's been silent all game long so far. Sansano to inbound. 8-point game, 1:50 to go here in the fourth quarter at Memorial Gymnasium. Williams drives in against Matthews. Spin move, fancy footwork, kicks it out to Sansano on the baseline. She'll bring it back out to the top of the arc. Jones sets the screen to her left. Sansano goes through it. Perez feeds it into Jones, kicks it out to Jones. Wing three, rims out. Keeps it at an 8-point game at the 125 mark. Ruse going the other way. Miller trying to break down Jones, and she rims out on the layup. 8-point game with 1:10. And a foul on Taylor Williams now.
I think right there, if they make that layup, they don't foul in that situation. They try and make another defensive stop, but because they missed it, they have to foul and send the Bulldogs to the line.
Sansano, 2 shots now coming up. Bulldogs in the bonus. Could make it a 10-point game. First one is good from Sansano. Making it 9. Deficit sits at 9 with 1:12 left. And now sits at 10. Couple of possessions the Roos are down by right now. Bulldogs looking to extend their SCAC lead. Martin needs to heat up. Williams, 3, back iron, pulled down, rebound by Agel. And timeout called by Coach Troy Patterson.
And a good timeout that will allow him to advance the ball up the court. He'll have a full 30 seconds on his side of the floor.
55 seconds left when we come back from the timeout. We'll stay here on Flow Hoops, but a tough matchup between these two. Just 10 points between the Roos and the Bulldogs. Just 1 game difference in the SCAC standings between these two has a lot of playoff implications if the Bulldogs hang on to this one.
And no matter what happens here today, I think these are two teams who are going to see each other again into the playoffs in that tournament over there at Hendricks in Arkansas.
Perez will inbound it. Inbounds it to Sansano at the 55-second mark. Taylor Williams called for the foul. That's her 5th one. So Maya Dotson will check in for her. Sansano can make this a 12-point game if she makes both. Has to adjust the knee brace on her left knee before taking the 2 shots. Converts the first, making it an 11-point game. Starting to be an insurmountable deficit for the Roos as it sits now at 12 and a timeout called by Coach Hunt. And the talk now is just you have to take shots early instead of trying to chew it down deep into the shot clock.
Exactly. It's going to be catch and shoot for the Roos for the remainder of this game. If they don't make this first one, it's going to be very hard for them to come back because they're going to have to foul again. So Coach Hunt is telling them
as
exactly
things
that.
have been, I really don't know who you go to. To start off the game, I thought you would go to Lexi Martin, but she's been cold all game long, just hasn't been able to get it going. And really, not a lot of other three-point shooters for this Roos team.
And Dotson's been the best one in terms of the amount she's made, 2 for 5 for her, but everyone else, yeah, you're right, hasn't been very effective from beyond the arc.
You would look at Trinity Williams being the second best option behind Lexi Martin if she can't get hot here in the last 53 seconds. Inbound is Avery Miller. Had Martin as an option. Gets it to Dodson, maybe right at the 4-second mark. Deep into the shot clock. Nothing for Miller. And Sansano will walk it up. Foul on Martin now. As Coach Hunt was telling her team to foul quickly.
A lot of time off the clock.
Started at 52 before that timeout. It drained 10 seconds off after the big miss from Miller, and Sansano back to the line once again. She's been automatic until that last one right there from the free throw line. An 88% free throw shooter on the season entering today as she makes the second one to split the trip. 42 seconds left on the clock for the Roos. They're down by 13. Deep three by Dotson goes off the back iron. Perez pulls down the rebound and foul on Martin once again. 13-point game, 33 seconds left. And Perez should be taking shots. So Callista Perez, the junior from Stevens High School, will be going to the line, and the Bulldogs not sending anyone to the lane to try to rebound. They're just purely trying to stop any transition opportunities if Perez misses. She makes the first, making it a 14-point deficit for the Roos. 72-58 becomes 73-58 after the two made free throws. 33 seconds left for the Roos. Miller bringing it up quickly. Guarded by Sansano, kicks it to Williams. Back to Martin, who's been ice cold all day. Feeds it into Potts. Three for Martin, still can't find it. 17 on the game clock. Williams put back is good, 14 left. 73-60, 14 seconds left. No foul from Miller. And the Bulldogs will dribble it out on senior night, improving to 10-1 in SCAC play and 15-5 overall. The Roos move to 8-3 and 11-9 overall. And what a game from Hannah Gallegos it has been here on her senior night, honoring 5 total seniors for the women's and 5 for the men's. The final once more, 73 for the Bulldogs, 60 for the Roos. For myself, Cole Pavelio, and TJ Vela, we appreciate you joining us all day long. Until next time from us here at TLU, we will see you next time here on Flow Hoops.